The season of autumn, which accompanies the first term of our academic year, has certainly drawn to a close in a way which none of us have ever experienced or expected. We would normally have witnessed the phenomenal talents of our students live and welcomed all of our parents and carers into the school buildings for various consultation evenings and information events, as well as to share amazing performances. We would also have met up at venues across the city for events such as our carol service and movement evening. Whilst we share in the global disappointment of not being able to operate as we ordinarily would, our girls and staff have continued to be extraordinary in their positive, courageous and compassionate approach. We'd love to share with you what life at Sheffield Girls has looked like this term. We're super proud of our students who've shown us that in a world where they can be anything, they've chosen to be kind. It is the season to be kind, after all. In drama, the girls have been learning the importance of vocal expression like never before, as they produced a number of poems and plays for the charity Sheffield Talking Newspapers. They were determined to ensure that those listeners had the best experience possible, and their productions are being broadcast over the festive period.
Alternative Santas, a Christmas poem by Reindeer.
I'm fed up of looking like Father Christmas,
muttered Father Christmas one year.
I need a new outfit. I must move with the times. So for a start, it's goodbye, Reindeer.
He googled
Alternative Santas
and was amazed at the stuff that appeared. He got rid of the Holly Red costume,
had a haircut and shaved off his beard.
spent his days in front of a computer in a cave hollowed out of the eye, wearing a t-shirt emblazoned
Merry Christmas!
and jeans.
Amazon, Armani,
Half price.
Couldn't wait to straddle his new snowpad.
Vroom vroom.
The bargain he bought on eBay.
a rocket-powered silver toboggan, his supersonic sleigh. Then one morning he thought,
Oh, why bother delivering presents by hand when it could all be done online? Busy parents will understand. We're lucky to live in a digital age where the aim is access and speed. Ding! SantaNet, I'll call the system.
satisfaction guaranteed.
And that was years and years ago. Times that children barely know.
Midnight mass
And mistletoe, Christmas carols,
and candle glow.
sleigh bells ringing across the snow, and Santa singing.
Yo ho ho!
For that was years
And years.
ago. And that was years and years ago.
Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are your branches.
The show must go on was the mantra for our outstanding dance leaders as they continued to give up their lunchtimes to help younger students enjoy team dance. Our dancers and gymnasts also twirled, twisted and tumbled on.
Hi, I'm Freya and I'm gymnastics captain this year. It's a real shame that we've been unable to take part in movement evening this year due to the unprecedented times, and I know that tumbling is a real highlight for all the girls involved and everybody watching.
Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. There was excitement as the girls in the senior school with the most achievement points were revealed and invited to decorate the school Christmas trees. The Christmas tree in the junior school was decked out by the head girls, and our reception class worked together to decorate the tree in the infant school.
Dear Santa, what would I like?
It has been truly wonderful to witness the collaboration of all our pupils from year 5 upwards in the hotly contested form room decoration competition. The children in the infant and junior school have all had their Christmas parties in their year group bubbles, of course, playing games, doing Christmas crafts, and having the occasional dance. There has been an abundance of creativity all across the school.
Oh yeah. Dear Santa, what would I like?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss.
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas.
A lot.
But the Grinch, who lived just north of Whoville,
Did not.
The Grinch hated Christmas.
The whole Christmas season.
Now please don't ask why.
No one quite knows the reason.
It could be perhaps that his shoes were too tight.
It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right.
But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
But whatever the reason,
His heart,
Or his shoes.
he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Whos.
Staring down from his cave with a sour Grinchy frown at the warm lighted windows below in their town.
for he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath was busy now hanging a holly wreath.
And they're hanging their stockings.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here.
Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming.
I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow I know all the Who girls and boys will wake bright and early. They'll rush for their toys. And oh, then the noise. Oh, the noise, noise, noise. There's one thing I hate. Oh, the noise, noise, noise. They'll stand close together with their Christmas bells ringing. They'll stand hand in hand and those Whos will start singing.
And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas sing,
The more the Grinch thought,
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how?
Then
he got an idea.
an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
I know just what to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat.
I'll make a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. This is stop number 1.
the old Grinchy Claus hissed,
as he climbed to the roof,
empty bags in his fist.
Then he slid down the chimney.
a rather tight pinch,
But if Santa could do it,
then
then
so could the Grinch.
He got
Got
stuck
only once.
For a minute or two,
Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue.
where the little Who stockings hung all in a row.
These stockings
He grinched,
are the first things to go.
Then he slithered
And slunk
with a smile most unpleasant.
around the whole room.
and he took every present.
It was 1:15
All the Who's still abed.
all the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents,
Their ribbons
Their wrappings,
Their snoof,
and their fuzzles.
their tringlers.
and trappings.
10,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it.
Pooh, pooh to the Whos.
he was grinchily humming.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Whos down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's the noise
Grinned the Grinch.
that I must simply hear.
He paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear.
And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow.
But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded glad.
Every Who down in Whoville
The tall
And the small.
was singing without any presents at all.
He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming.
It came.
Somehow,
or other,
It
came just to stay.
And the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so?
It came without ribbons,
It came without tags.
It came without packages.
boxes, or bags.
He puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore.
Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before.
Maybe Christmas,
He thought,
doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
And what happened then?
well, in Whoville they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And then the true meaning of Christmas came through, and the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches.
Plus 2. And now that his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light.
With a smile to his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerily blowing
Hoo hoo!
on his trumpet.
He rode into Whoville.
He brought back their toys.
He brought back their floof to the Who girls and boys.
He brought back their snoof and their tringlers and fuzzles.
Brought back their pantookas.
Their dafflers.
And wuzzles.
He
brought everything back.
All the food for the feast.
And he
himself.
The Grinch carved the roast beast. Welcome Christmas, while we stand, heart to heart and hand in hand.
The reduction in social contact and increasing numbers of people suffering from loneliness during the pandemic has been something our girls really wanted to try and help with. As a result, they wrote greetings cards and letters to our alumni and many older people who may be on their own, in an effort to sprinkle a little festive joy.
We have been totally blown away by all the contributions brought in when we asked for donations of money, gifts, or food for the charities we support. We are thrilled to be able to donate over £2,000 in total to 4 charities.
Children in Need, the Samaritans, Bluebell Wood, Cancer Research UK.
In just the first term of this academic year, the infant school soared past their target of £1,000 for the Bears of Sheffield in support of Sheffield Children's Hospital. During this time of festive giving, the whole school community has come together with donations supporting the work of the Sheffield Food Banks, BSOM of Sheffield, the Snowdrop Project, and the Salvation Army. All of these charities providing individuals and families with food on the table and presents under the tree. A huge well done and thank you to all of you. It means so very much.
Although we have been unable to start some of our normal partnership programmes, such as Shine and Cool to be Clever, our girls have continued to work with Arbourthorne School. Our Year 12 students have been involved in a careers project with Arbourthorne called Aspire to Inspire, and they've been producing superb videos to inspire and motivate these primary school children, opening their eyes to possible future careers.
Help Wanted by Timothy Totcher.
Santa needs a new reindeer.
The firstborn have grown old. Dasher has arthritis. Comet hates the cold. Prancer's sick of staring at Dancer's big behind. Cupid married Blitzen, and Donder lost his mind. Aww. Dancer's mad at Vixen for stepping on his toes.
Vixen's being thrown out.
She laughed at Rudolph's nose. If you are a reindeer, we hope you will apply. There is just one tricky part. You must know how to fly. Once in royal David's city stood a lowly cattle shed, where a
harmonious and happy is what our wonderful musicians were when, despite carol services being cancelled up and down the country, we committed to bringing carols and Christmas music to the people. From snowdrops through to the sixth form, harmonious voices and melodious instrumental ensembles echoed out from all the music rooms and halls in school. We all jumped to it to create our first digital carol service and really hope that all of you enjoyed watching and listening to it. Carrying on this musical festivity, Angel Delight and Year 7 felt a real sense of occasion and sharing of joy as they performed from a social distance at the Lifestyle Retirement Flats close to our school. Preschool and infant nativity plays were also virtual, and despite not having an audience in front of them, the children truly gave a marvelous performance. Tinselled angels, gift-bearing kings, jumping stars, indignant innkeepers, tumbling sheep, and wandering shepherds all came together to help Mary and Joseph find a safe shelter. Entertaining? It certainly was, but it also tells so much about the love and care of this time of the year.
We want our girls to be kind to each other, kind to themselves, and kind to the world we live in. We've been utterly delighted to see such genuine happiness in altruism from our 3 to 18-year-olds, evident in the multitude of smiles you've seen in this seasonal account. Our girls have been positive by looking for opportunities rather than obstacles, and they've shown resilience beyond their age, continuing to make us so very proud. In a year that has been anything but ordinary, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from everyone at Sheffield Girls.
Happy Christmas!